Hey, hi, welcome to today's video where I'll be sharing some of the best practices that we implemented when I worked as a senior manager at IBM and my client was Mercedes Benz. So I was talking to one of my dearest friend today who is a senior global talent acquisition leader, and she only inspired me to create this video. So here it is. So let's dive into the art of the talent acquisition, which is finding that perfect candidate who can become the employee of your company. So at IBM, when I was a senior leader, we didn't just build a team, and we genuinely tried to build a family. And how we did this successfully, let us discuss. So first, coming to the talent acquisition strategies. Now when it comes to the talent acquisition, the first thing that we do is effective resume screening. So it was the first thing that we did, and we obviously started by screening resumes very mindfully, by looking beyond just the qualifications and focusing on the ground experience, the cultural fit in our organization, and of course the potential for growth within the organization with the attitude towards learning the new stuff. And we truly wanted someone who didn't just talk the talk but can walk the walk with us. And we always looked for those special keywords, those keywords that scream loud at our face that I'm your perfect match. Now while everyone everywhere was looking for the keywords like self-motivation, strategic thinker, analytic skills, flexible, and of course the clients comes first, etc., etc. At the same time, we decided to look for the keywords like empathetic, collaborative, active listener, and transparent. Also, family comes first, then the business. Now, when the candidate made it to the interview stage, now it was the time to separate the contenders from the pretenders. So, what to do now? Here we really framed and asked some of the really killer questions that I am going to share with you. So, I'll just share two main questions here due to the length of the video. The first one, also very important, to check the integrity, and the another one about how good a team player he or she is. So, the first one, the integrity test, how to do it. The question that I framed was, I used to ask the question, the candidates, if you discovered a mistake made by a colleague of yours, and this mistake, it could be potentially very harmful to the project, then what you are going to do? So basically, we wanted to see if our candidates, if they were all about the integrity. So we hit them with this very tactful question to check about any tendency to blame or having an intention to sort out the problem in the best possible way. So the next question, the team player challenge. The question that I was asking was, tell us about a time when you had a disagreement with one of your team member, and how did you resolve it? What was the outcome? So we wanted to see if our candidates, if they were not just simply talking, are they actually acting what they are saying? So this question put them really in a very vulnerable spot, and we got to see if they were true team players or they are just trying to say what we wanted to hear. Next thing, it was about setting the expectations at the interview stage itself. Setting clear expectations, no vague stuff, very specific, clear expectations from the very beginning is very essential. So we made sure that our new hires, they understood our project goals, they understood our organization culture, they understood how their role will contribute to the bigger picture or towards the vision of the organization. And of course, we were aware that we have to align their personal aspirations with the company objectives, because that really creates a sense of ownership and dedication if the candidate's path is matching with the organization's path. And we really understood that everyone's aspirations are different. We are in the wrong notion that everyone wants money. Yes, some value money, others may seek a good work-life balance, while some want to prioritize learning. They really want to invest in their learning while doing the job, on the job. So we made sure to cater to these diverse aspirations of the candidates. And lastly, but very important, diversity and inclusion. They were really at the heart of our process, I can tell you. So we embraced people from the different backgrounds, different cultures, different perspectives, different family settings, different experiences, different age group, which not only enriched our work environment but ensured that we are creating a very right environment for the new ideas, for the innovation. And we really saw that happening over the next few months and the years. And by implementing these best practices, we were able to not only hire the best talent, but also we were able to retain them. How it happened? By really trying to turn the team into a family. And I know that, when I joined it, when I took as a manager, it was a team of 49 people. When I left it with a family of 800 team members. 800 members of the family, which achieved remarkable results, for which I have a lot of certificates. Unfortunately, I cannot show it here. So, before I close, I really want to say that another most important thing that troubles me a lot. And since many decades, human beings in the corporate, they have been referred to as resources, especially in the business context. But I many times think a human being, is it a really resource? And what I feel, a human being is not just a resource. He is a tremendous possibility. So what an individual human being will become essentially depends upon whether we as employers, if we can unfold this possibility or not. So if I can say human beings, we as human beings, we have essentially, we can consider ourselves as a seed. And a seed realizes its potential only if it finds a fertile soil. When I joined my last project, I was just a software engineer. I got the necessary ground, right atmosphere, and I grown to a junior manager, then a senior manager, senior leader. So anything can happen to that seed. That seed can be crushed by the old-fashioned, mindless ways of running the organization, or if it gets the right atmosphere, you can unfold the genius of that seed in our project and in our organization, we provided them with a very fertile soil, the necessary sunlight, water, so that the seed can bloom one day into a beautiful flower. And I want to share that my project was known to not recruit the leaders from outside the project or outside the company, but we decided to groom our existing team members to become the leaders. And it was a record. We had almost 60 managers whom we enabled as the leaders out of the team of 800, and trust me, it was a record. We even had the highest count of the first time female leaders in our company, whom we groomed and we saw their potential. Despite of the diversity, despite of the challenges that we have in India in terms of the expectation from the family, from the spouse, and we did it. And that only happened because people used to think, you are doing right in your project. Can you share that? We just said that we are not trying to do anything different. We are just trying to be human. We are trying to understand that these are not the resources. They are the humans, living beings with emotions. And if you can connect with them, not artificially by rewarding or something which is almost good, which is needed, which is good. At the end of the day, outside the formal setup, how you are connecting with your people. If you can offer some love, then trust me, they will make their goals, our goals as their goals. Then you don't need to worry about how to motivate them, what team building activity you need to do. So just try to think of them as humans and try to offer some compassion, some love. So time to wind up. I hope you really like this video. Thanks for watching.